everyone. Reddit seems to be bonking already. For some reason, my streaming setup seems to be looser than usual. I'm back in a second. Let me undo this, dude. Then I'm gonna do this. This is extremely impractical, but it is working. Okay, I feel like I'm going insane now. I don't know why, but I for some reason feel super pressured. I feel like I'm rushing. You see this? I made a bonfire. We did say that on day 8 of the 8th month we're going to make a bonfire because it's infinity of the year 2022. So it's how we do. I'm gonna try and get this thing to go live again. I'm gonna go get some stuff. I'll be back in a second. Gateway, I've been thinking about you, friend. What a nice thing to see you here. Good morning from my cubicle. Good morning in South Africa. Sure, you're in a cubicle, but you have a mirror into infinity, into South Africa right now. Even Jovan is joining us. Shannon, so nice to see you too. Happy 8/8. Lionsgate Peak Galactic New Year. Really? Really, Shannon? I didn't even know that. But we're going to have a bonfire to celebrate it, so I think it's going to be good. My Reddit stream seems to be bonking again. I'm going to take it with me as I go and get the rest of my stuff. I'm back in a second. Man, the wind is so crazy today. It hasn't stopped. It's been like this literally the whole day. It's already improving my day. Thanks for being here, everyone. Thank you, Gateway Process, for taking yourself here. Right? Like you had access to the same internet we all had access to, and you could have taken yourself anywhere. You decided to find yourself here. We appreciate that. We see you. Thank you for joining us. Reddit stream dropped one more time. 4th time's the charm. Let's see. I'm feeling a little bit hotful today, it seems. A little bit hotful. I don't want to take nonsense. No, I don't want any nonsense, Dad. Stop nonsensing me. I'm gonna be back in a second. Gonna get my water. Reddit seems to be not working. I totally didn't step in thorns just now. No. The thorns just got deflected. This one is some of them. Come on, Reddit. Come on. I'm feeling something so chaotic right now. Shanners, truly have been holding you in my heart. I thought about you off and on all day yesterday. Me too. Thank you, Jovan, for doing the same. Share the space with you, Gateway. As we are happy to share the space with you, Shannon. There is no separation, dear friends. The same thing you get in this space, you contribute in this space. Okay, this is someone that's live. I'm gonna try and click on someone that is actually live right now. So, live. I wonder if we'll be able to light this fire of the amount of wind we're experiencing. Skippity, goopity, schwilpity, flubity. Tubes is the only way. It seems that way, Brother Bear. YouTube at least works pretty like reliably. I don't think we've really had any problems with YouTube, not even once really. Lolo, Elio, how nice to see you, friend. We've missed you. How are you doing? How's life treating you? How are you treating you? And are you willing to, in this time of your life, walk with bare feet? That's today's topic. You know, it came to me as like I think the Reddit's actually live, so I'll say indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and early friends. We're talking today about walking with bare feet. Initially this came to me like a feeling, like an experience, like I was, maybe a scenario, I think is a better word. Like it came to me like a scenario. And in the scenario, there were two people who both had the intention of getting somewhere. You know, let's just say from point A to point B, to make it as simple as possible. Both of these people wanted to get from point A to point B. One of these people decided that he needed to be prepared, very prepared, in order to make the journey from point A to point B. And he decided he was going to do as much as he can. Thank you, Jovan, for the wholesome. I hope you can hear me fine. I hope the wind isn't too distracting. If it is, please, wind. Please. Wind is like, nah, fam, I'm gonna be winding. Anyway, so one person makes the decision to try and be as prepared as possible. So gets the best hiking shoes, gets the nicest, you know, sunblock, gets the bestest of Estes of water bottles, gets the best of everything, you know. And then initially, after spending thousands of dollars, goes out on this hike to go and see point A from point B. And then this person B, butt-ass naked, with no shoes on his feet, walks from point A to point B. And that was the information that initially came to me, you know? It's just that. Like, what does that make you feel? Apart, Joy V. So nice to have you here, friend. What a pleasure. I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you for letting me know. Sick. So yeah. So this mental experiment of one person goes through all of these processes to make sure he has everything, she has everything she needs in order to embark on this journey from point A to point B. The other person realizes they need nothing in order to embark from point A to point B. Brother Merman, how nice to have you here. We have Gob saying, Shalab D Dabby Do Gobberty Goop Sluber D Dobbery Gooberty Smooth. I haven't smoked weed yet. What's up? What's up, Gob? You can't strong me if I'm not blazed as fuck, dude. I love you so much, man. Thank you for joining me. So yeah, like this genuine feeling, and initially it came to me as this experience of judgment. That's some good Hermes blur right there. Shavak, Merman, we love you, brother. Thank you for joining us. Right? Like initially it came to me as this experience of judgment. Not judgment in this person is so and so, more like judgment of, oh, this person isn't wearing shoes. You know, oh, this person is crazy. They're not wearing shoes. How are they gonna walk from point A to point B without wearing shoes? Without having all of these tools in order to do all of the things, right? And then it kind of went into this experience of realizing that the wind is like kind of messing with my mind right now. Like everything wants to, like, everything is doing this in front of me, so I'm like trying to keep things up. Ah, ah, ah. Okay. I need to gather myself. I'm gonna read something we're saying, and then I'm gonna try and words a little bit more because I'm having a hard time words again. Spirituality begins when you stop believing you are just this. You are just the person. You don't need the shoes. Can I connect it to that? So, to wrap it up in a nice little bow, genuinely explaining to myself almost the fact that I can go on the journey, I can embark on the journey without the shoes, right? Like, we can start to build things. We can start to build things that we want to build without having the tools to actually build the things we want to build. Hmm? You know, I know that might sound. Oh no, please, please. This is exactly what I was worried about. My bomb went over, and I put you all the way back here. Put you there. Let's see what you all right. Yeah. You know, like, for example, I would be ecstatic if I could just manifest matter out of thin air, you know, build myself a windshield out of my to do it right now. Doesn't mean I shouldn't go and embark on the journey. I shouldn't be sitting here right now doing what it is I'm doing right now because I don't have the tools to be able to build myself a windshield out of my mind. You know? You know? So genuinely, go on the journey, friend. Start doing the thing that you think you want to do, even if you can't. You know, like, if you, for example, want to be an animator and you don't have all of the tools, all of the technology to start being an animator, start by drawing individual pictures on pieces of paper. You know, drawing your skin. I don't recommend that. Like, just start with the bare minimum, start with the basics, because as you start with the basics and you become equipped with the basics, when you become equipped to go on a journey with your bare feet, wearing shoes becomes so much easier, you know, like, wearing shoes becomes like a joy almost, because now suddenly you have relief instead of feeling like you need the thing in the first place. Eloquently said. Thank you, Gab. Eloquently written, friend. Like, I was just tripping out about the fact that those words came out of your brain, dude. How you generated them. It's the only way. Good morning again, Joe. Thank you very much. Thank you, Shan. We love you, friend. We're happy to send you energy. Go live on Reddit so I can give you a strong on there too. Life's been good, thanks. We just participated in a group project, AMM, aka Inga. Built some outdoor facilities, nature trails, and campsites. I've never been better in life, Lolo. Doesn't that just sound amazing? You know, being able to go out and just make things better instead of destroying things. Thank you for that. We had a huge bonfire recently on our farm. Made me realize how out of control and scary fire can be. You could not get within several meters of it. Fire is so powerful. Good luck with yours. Thank you, Gateway Process. I'll light it if you wouldn't mind as well, friend. So much love to you. My daughter was so excited to see your doggos, God. Oh, beautiful. My doggies are excited to see you. My kiddos. It's an extra windy day today for you. It is. It hasn't stopped. It's been like this the whole day. Let's see. I genuinely hope that it stops by the time I want to light the fire. How are you doing today, Melody? Feeling good. Feeling really good. Feeling like I'm being a good person. You know, if that makes any sense. Like, the way that I've been addressing my family, the way that I've been talking to my dad, the way I've been with my siblings, I feel like I'm a good person right now. You know, not that I haven't been a good person before, but more like I'm trying. I'm really trying hard, and I don't know if they're noticing, but I'm noticing, so that makes me happy. We have the unique opportunity to experience novelty. You look good. Stop it. Stop it, Gob. I look like a human being, dude. That doesn't make sense, and that's beautiful. That does make sense, and that's beautiful. So much love to you, friend. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? How are you doing? How's life treating you? How are you treating you? Eloquently said. How's the mountains? Thank you, Joe. Rambler is here as well. Jobber Butter. Rambler, what's up, Rambler? What's up, Melody? You okay today? You seem kind of jumpy. I'm not necessarily jumpy, but like my environment is like this. Usually my environment is all zen like, and I get to just easy mode cruise through life, being all oh yes, oh yeah, and now suddenly just chaos everywhere. So I think it's a cool opportunity for me to become balanced and all zen and whatever, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the environment I find myself in. Unfortunately, there's been like a lot of dust blown into my eyes as well this whole time, so it makes me a little bit scratchy. Taking the journey. Taking the journey, friends. I'm tired but accomplished and was reminded by Tate to actively choose love this week and always. And yes, my intention for this week is to set and feel great. I really appreciate you sharing that in these tears. Tired but accomplished. Tired but accomplished. I haven't used it like that before, those words in that combination. Tired but accomplished. I've been feeling tired but accomplished as well. Not tired from a perspective of like I wasn't done with it, just tired from a perspective of the collective of everything we've done, building up to this point. The amount we've walked with bare feet up until this point. It might have been uncomfortable, might have been painful for a lot of it, but we're here now. We are where we are right now because we were willing to walk there. Revolutionary bus. Hi to you too, living that dream, waking up slowly this morning. How are you doing? Go baddie boo. Go body boo. My brain, dude. Please, Rambler, have mercy on my soul, friend. I'm already bad at reading as it is. Like most of the words I read because I've memorized them, not because I know how to read actually. You're like, what did you say? Yeah. So when I have to read like random scoobity bobbity gam goom game goom, like I actually have to focus on reading again. The dust in my eyes is where I'm really like having a hard time right now. I can hear you're feeling great. Tears. How are you feeling today, Shannon? That you shared a little bit. You're feeling grateful for a new day. Have you been able to continue, perpetuate, carry that energy into the rest of your day as well? Suffering is expecting for things to be different. Wanting for things to be differently. I'm well, been taking good care of myself. Consider Melty strunkified. I'm getting straight up strunkified right now, God. Thank you, Shan. Feels good. Thank you, these tears, for making yourself be seen, friend. For walking this road with us. And I think that's the thing that really inspired me about you, friends, as well, is that every single one of us are in a different place in life. We've had different opportunities, we had different parents, and as a result, different upbringings, went to different schools, mingled with different people. And regardless of all of these differences, lack of shoes or not, we found ourselves walking the same road right now. Having started from point B, heading towards point A. And what's point A to you? Like actually, what does point A to you look like? Where is it? How far away is it? Do you believe you're worthy of it? Let's see if we can light these marijuanas if the wind is gonna allow us. Please, please, Mrs. Wind. Please again. Please two. Please three. This is like a. It's called Merkaba. Yeah, it's called the Merkaba. It's a soul bridge, or a bridge between your physical self and your higher self. You know, you travel between this point all the way to your higher self, and then there are other symbols as well. You know, the Eye of Horus, the atom, the Buddhist wheel, the Ouroboros, the peace symbol, Om, and Jesus fish, the moons, and then the yin and yang, all encompassed within the same tree of life. It's my bong of life, friend. Thank you for asking. I don't know if I showed you properly on the Reddit as well. I hope so. Nice shirt, thank you. It covers my nipples very well. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know how to accept compliments for shirts. Like it's either that or thank you. Me and my mom went and got it together or something like that. We have 2 feet. We are. What are your thoughts on this? There are several mothers in nature. One in the sky and the other on Earth. Sorry for the typos. No, it's okay. Lolo, actively trying to strunkify me, as Brother Gobs likes to say. What are your thoughts on this? Several mothers in nature, one on the sky and one on the earth. I believe we are almost within Mother Nature. That Mother Nature gave her body so that we may be. In the same way that a mom gives her body almost like a portal for consciousness into this realm of existence. And then consciousness to me is the masculine part of existence, where existence is feminine, awareness of existence is masculine. And it's not masculine, feminine in a man and women type of way. Sure, those polarities arise from that base truth as well, but more masculine and feminine as energy, as polarity, as sides of the same spectrum, if you will. So yeah, I think so, friend. I genuinely think that there are mothers everywhere. And it's just about kind of like loving the very first mother that we've been given. The mother that we all share, Mother Nature. Still grateful for a new day, feeling a little bit more calm and present, and not so much like I want to go hide in a hole. That sounds perfect to me, Shaq. That's great. I'm happy you're feeling a little bit more present in life and not feeling the desire to hide yourself. You're a beautiful soul, Shan. Glad you're letting yourself be seen. Thank you for seeing her through these tears. Thank you, friend. Seen in Germany. Seeing you in South Africa too. I love the idea of you and your mom share shopping together. Thank you, Joy V. That's how it happened. Like 580 days or so ago, I went to a strip mall and got these shirts, and I'm still wearing them to this day. Nature doesn't want you to light up your bong. You should respect it. My friend, nature wants to be experienced. And even if I don't get to light my bong, that is still an experience worth having. So I'm not rushing. That's why I'm patiently waiting for the wind to maybe drop for a few seconds so I can try and light it again. But when that time comes, I'll be ready for it. And if it doesn't, I'll be okay. Thank you, Greg. You're right. We walked into a lake the other day. As we sat down, tiny fish started coming up to our feet, but we didn't know why. Slowly we realized the fish were cleaning our feet, and we didn't even have to ask. They were just like, sit. I do, and I think I want to go to one of those spas where they have like fish that eat your feet skin. The way that I think it sounds super yikes, but they do that. Where would we be as human race if we didn't fight against nature? What a beautiful point that is as well, Jordi. The fight against nature. Wind and weather. Sorry, wind can't technically be compared or put in the same category as weather, but yeah, wind and weather are very much feminine slash motherly energies. Let me know. Yeah. Inspired by Joy Vive, I fought nature and won. That's what I. There we go. That'll definitely do it. Woo! As Molly says, good day. I'm getting ready to set off on a journey, and I am barefoot. This is normal for me. Everything wants to be on the ground. Nothing wants to be upright anymore. Everything wants to be blown over. I feel apprehensive, yet I keep telling myself to live in the present, and I will take care of any mishaps that arise. Listen to brother wind, my friend. I'm listening. I'm listening as much as I feel I need to. It's hard sometimes. It's hard sometimes to listen. Especially if the lesson or the information that others are giving us is to tell us to put shoes on. Sometimes we don't have shoes. Sometimes we don't have the shoes. Puppy! Alsjeblieft, puppy! Alsjeblieft! The spice. Spice. I wonder what it is in me that wants to fight the wind. Why is it that I want to fight the wind? How can I fight the wind? Why do I even have the intention to? Why is there any resistance whatsoever? We probably hadn't developed sentience, and that wouldn't have been cool. Would be pretty not cool to not have sentience right now. Shoes hurt my feet. So, I don't know if you know, Miss Molly, I do believe you do, but today's topic of not having shoes, comes from this perspective of being able to, slash being willing to, embark on a journey without having all of the tools to do it in the way that we believe it's supposed to be done. Like we have this idea of going on a hike. Puppy, alsjeblieft! Alsjeblieft, lieve woord. Alsjeblieft! She's like manically barking at nothing. Extra spice. Anyway, so the universe gives us tools, and I mean, shoes can be a tool to not get your feet all messed up by sharp stones and thorns, for example. But we have so many tools in our world right now, and we have so many things that we can do. And there is a discrepancy that's happening right now between the things we can do and the tools that we have, to the point where people don't do things because they believe that they don't have the right tools to. They would rather not do anything because they believe they don't have the tools to do it than do something without the tools to do it. As well, and I know you understand. I know you understand, but I'm trying to make myself understand. So, like, I am walking without shoes right now in this moment, right? Like, I'm sitting outside, and as a result of me sitting outside, there is wind. And I cannot do anything about the wind. Technically, I could do something about the wind. It would be a little bit impractical to set it up in that way every single time, every
everywhere I went. But I could. I could. It could be a type of shoe, if you will. But if I stopped myself from showing up today because there was wind outside, then that would be a little bit, counterproductive. Instead of continuing on the journey, I would just stand still, believing that I cannot move without shoes. Thank you, Miss Molly. I know you understand. Thank you for moving even without shoes. Thank you, all of you friends, for doing the things that you think you can, for doing the things that you think you can't, for trying. She's trying to bite the wind. Even the doggos are trying to fight nature. Yeah, get him. You get him, Cookie. You get that freaking wind. Maybe she is experiencing my tension or something. And it's riling her up. I wonder about stuff like that. Can our dogs experience our mental states? Like I mean, it might be the fact that you're more aware, and I fully admit to that as well. But if you're experiencing a psychedelic, for example, there is a certain shift within the interaction between your pets. In the way where they notice you differently. I think Pippi has a really bad eyesight or something. Maybe she does have like super bad. Maybe she either has bad eyesight or she's tripping the fuck out. Like those are the only two options. Like she's just like zoinked out of her mind ceaselessly. So like if something is 30 meters away from her face, she just sees more all these marks and things that are not there. Like she's just straight up barking at nothing, right? Like she's looking into space and then she's barking at nothing. Pippi, over blaf jij liefie dag? Say blaffen next. That's the next one. Next. I think I missed a few. Oh, and I haven't missed that many actually. I rarely get splinters in my feet when I walk barefoot, but I did notice when I'm not mindful of how I'm walking, then I tend to get hurt more, either with splinters or stones, etc. Okay, Who Needs Tears was like, I'm ready for more. You have been saying the same things over and over again, Mel. How about you say something I haven't said before? So that's exactly kind of, one of the things that I want to get at as well. I feel the precursor to this information that I'm sharing with your friends today came from this podcast that I listened between, I think, a bishop and Lex. And one of the things that the bishop was kind of going into was talking about in biblical terms how one of the things that God demanded of Moses before he was supposed to approach the burning bush is he was supposed to take off his shoes. He was supposed to take off his shoes. And the way that the Pope kind of explained that is that it's supposed to be a symbolism for the amount of sacredness that the soil, that the earth you're going to be walking on is. And where the way a man walks when they have shoes on can be very much Stompy, man versus nature, as we mentioned a little bit earlier, fighting nature completely, like as a me against nature instead of a dance with nature, right? Like you can see a dance as a fight as well. Like now we're going in this direction, now we're going in this direction. That can be a fight in some ways. But to see it as a dance, I feel, makes it a little bit more beautiful, and to then really connect with that understanding that when we take our shoes off, instead of being in a fight with nature, it becomes more of a dance with nature again. Whereas, the beautiful friend who needs to be shared, you have to walk gently. You have to walk with attention, with respect for yourself, for your own feet, and for your nature. Look at the ground. Look at where you're stepping. Look at how you're stepping on things. Don't be stompy. Stompy is a great word for for when you're shoed. Yeah, it is that way, right? It's like, oh yeah, here I am, Hubert, doof, 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 doof. Where if you don't have shoes on, it's more like, if you're paying attention, gently place your foot here. It's almost like a massage. You're giving Mother Nature instead of stomping on Mother Nature. Thank you, Who Needs Tears, for bringing that up, friend. Activating that fractal, I appreciate that. Have you noticed the same, Melty, or friends? You are perfectly in tune, beloved friend. Not that I've walked barefoot very much recently, but I definitely have awareness. It's the same thing with, like, for me, not so much with my feet, but for especially, weirdly enough, we stepped in thorns before the stream, and I felt I was being a little bit stompy in stepping in those thorns. So it's kind of funny. Anyway, the boy in great shoot. Noticed. Oh, fuck, it's gone. I'm sorry. Thank you. Nice tears. Thank you for sharing with us, friend. For being light in the way that you step. Ah, there it comes back. Okay. So, for me, it's not so much with the way that I step, but with the way that I move through space. You know, if I become stompy, I won't hurt my feet as much as I'll hurt the rest of me. You know, I'll, hit my knees or my elbows or my hips or my shoulder or the side of my arm, these things, because I'm being stompy. And then if I really go back into a state of awareness with my body and the way I'm choosing to move, then suddenly there's a reconnection in the way where I hurt myself less. You know, and I feel like there's a metaphysical aspect to that as well, actually. I recently was helping a friend, and we'd walk barefoot a lot on his wooded property. He would get these huge splinters in his feet that I would have to pull out. I noticed that he did not step gingerly and with care, and I mentioned it to him. I think I offended him, to be honest. I mean, some people would be offended by that. You know, and I understand that. Weirdly enough, if I didn't understand what it is you were talking about, and I was him, I would be offended. Because as him, I would probably believe that I am gentle. I would probably believe that I do respect Mother Nature. And then you calling me out for the way I'm walking is like a call out of my physical representation. Something that is very difficult to control sometimes, especially when it comes to the context of being better what we can understand or doesn't what we want to be. For what it's worth, I do believe you sharing that with him, suggesting that to him, could only be of benefit to him. Oh wow, Malty, that's such a good perspective. You allowed that to be shared, friend. Thank you, Grace Tears. I appreciate that so much, friend. If you weren't in the space with us, that information might never have been shared. It might have been lost in the infinity. And yet here you are, pulling it from the infinity. So thank you, friend. It's so beautiful to be sharing these spaces with your friends. Truth is the light. So nice to see you. And we have joining us as well. What's been the highlight of your week? What has been the highlight of my week? The highlight of my week has been this absolute extreme melting core explosion that I had, where I shared as much love as I could with everyone I could. How about yours, friend? Let me know. Maybe no fighting the wind, maybe playing in the podcast. I was gonna like making a joke about it first, and then I was like, shit, something feels right. I always wear shoes because I wear prescription orthopedics, and my right one has a kid because it has caused a lot of back/alignment issues. I'm happy that you have the right shoes to like fix it right now. Have they helped? And how much are they adjusted by? Have you been to physio? Sorry. Thank you for sharing it with me, though. Maybe I'm finding the wind. Good morning to you too. Thank you again, Drew. It's nice to have you. Just a perspective. Been watching a lot of Alan Watts again recently. Need to go into you, friend. Alan Watts went as deep as he wanted to go with his experience. Now it's up to you to go as deep as you can of yours. You got this, friend. You are Alan Watts. You are Alan Watts. Those are my to experience our depth. Freedom is awareness. Awareness is freedom. Thank you, friend. Some people take this more personally than others. Trying to help can lead to defensive behavior. It leads to defensive behavior because you trying to help them indirectly communicate that they need to be helped. Alright? And they don't want to be perceived as someone that needs to be helped. Hey! Especially if you are a masculine identifying individual, you know? If you're very uptight about your masculinity, someone helping you is not really a vibe. Because you're like, I can do it all by myself. But no, why? Why do you want to do it by yourself? For the bragging rights? Bragging is an attractive item. There's no winning. Like, zero chance of winning. Accept help. Accept help. Ask for help and then accept help. Harley! Her name is. Damn it. Come on. Nope. Harley, I'm gonna have to see it probably one more time for it to completely facilitate the fractal. It's nice to have you here. Thank you for the power. I appreciate it so much. Did I just hear cow moo in the wind? I think you might have just heard cow moos on the wind. How does that work? I guess, right? Flow of nature, not against it. I really like the metaphor of dancing with Mother Earth. Rambler, thank you, friend, for being a dancer. I feel like that is something that is universal within this community. No, thank you for joining us. Whisper to you, friend. Even untitled, it's nice to have you, friend. So cool to see you here. Chan said, they have helped tremendously. My hips are balanced when I wear them. It does get a little annoying wearing shoes while doing yoga, but it hurts if I don't wear them. Okay. The thing that I'm putting away from this is just again how cool we have technology like that. We can take measurements and then literally custom generate shoes for that reason. That little thing you're holding is pretty. Leaf, it is technically a seed pod from the tri tree. And I have a bunch of these harvested, and I'm gonna cast them in resin and then give them to you friends eventually as well. That's the plan at least. I just haven't found the container slash molds in which I want to cast them in resin. Or where I find resistance to the resin or if I want to use it for we'll see. It's very windy. It's Mother Nature is being at least that's the way I'm perceiving it. Seed pod, oh my goodness. They're beautiful. They'll be beautiful in resin, right? I'm so happy that you see it as well. I think it would be pretty cool. And for me, it's again like a way to give you a piece of the farm. You know, like literally the farm made this little, fractal of an object. Isn't that so cool? Like, just what even are we looking at? It's like a whole little self-contained creation, and it curled up so beautifully into itself. Like I would live in a house like that. Imagine living in a house or having a spaceship from space. Maybe a submarine. I'm sorry. Sorry. My mind seems to be like full ADHD little kid mode today. I'll drink to that. I'll drink to you. Really, so much love to you too, friend. Anthony, there we course, Bethany. Now I'll never forget again. Bethany, love to you, friend. Thank you for joining us. The flow of nature, not against it. Thank you again. I have been thinking about you saying doing what you love every day will change your life. Haven't been doing my art. Need to break down my barrier. I feel one of the biggest barriers to break, truth is the light, is just starting. You know, like we have this idea in our head of how it's supposed to look like, how much time we're supposed to spend doing it, etc., etc., etc. Sitting down and doing it for not doing it at all. How about that? How about that, truth? As a barrier breaker, break your barrier by not breaking your barrier. Break your barrier by literally going up to your barrier and then just sitting with that barrier. Like wherever it is you like to make art, you know, at your desk, wherever. Sit there in the moment that you would usually start to try and make art, and then instead of trying to make art, just sit there and be like, that space has been the place where I've made the most progress. Where I sit in front of the thing that is causing me some sort of resistance. Instead of trying to do the thing, instead of forcing myself to do the thing, I just sit with it. And then I realized that sitting in that space long enough, it always makes me want to start doing it. You know, where I'm like, okay, I'm done just sitting in front of this barrier. Can I climb it already? Can I break down? Can I melt through this barrier already? Truth. I love you, friend. Thank you for being aware of yourself, your actions. Again, you don't have to, create some sort of confidence. If I don't do it exactly like this for exactly X amount of time every single day, then I'm a complete failure. Do it once a day for the next 5 weeks. Not once a day, once a week for the next 5 weeks. Well, that is 5 times, right? And then do it twice a week for the next 5 weeks. See where you find balance. But keep doing it. Keep showing up. It gets easier. You have to keep doing it. That is the hard part, but it gets easier. So much love to you, Bethany. Thank you again. Cast them in resin. That's so cool. You can help defeat my knick-knack addiction. Can you say knick-knacks in South Africa? In Afrikaans, we say goedertjies. We say goedertjies. It's like stuff, but like and the dust. I can literally see the dust in the air right now. It's like stuff. Like the word that's coming to mind is belittled. It's like belittled stuff. You know? Like if you had to try and belittle the word stuff, be like, yeah, stuff. You're probably, then you would say goedertjies. Because a kies, we say kies or IES onto things to make them small. You know, or that kies without the S is key. So if I wanted to kind of like tell someone not only that they're a boy, but they're a little boy, I would not say hey Sian, which would be like hey boy. I would say hey Siki, which means hey little boy, like belittled form of boy, right? So that's what we would use for knickknacks as goedertjies. Ons het ek het my goedertjies. My dingetjies. Dingetjies is another one of them. Like dingetjies is also things. Dinge and goeders. That's how we say stuff, and like we have two words for stuff, it seems. Yeah, dinge and goeders. What is daai thing? I can say technically stuff and things. Stuff and things, I guess. Bring the art for sure. Bring the art for sure, please do. Thank you for the timeless beauty as well, friend. I stopped for so long. It feels like I have so much ground to cover to get back to where I was. At least that's my mindset. Well, I guess if you have that as a mindset, that's a good thing, truth. Because if you realize how much ground you have to cover, take all of that ground, block it up into little pieces, and then cover the ground one block at a time. I want to get good at drawing basic shapes again. And then you're like, oh well, this is the ground for basic shapes. And then you do that. And this is the ground I have to cover for, perspectives. And then you do that. You can cover this ground, friend. You so got this truth. I believe in you, friend. Red Clicker, love to you. Thank you for joining me, friend. What a pleasure to have you here with us. How are you doing? Love you for your kind words, friend. Thank you for taking your time to help anyone who is open. It's what I'm doing, friend. We're exactly the same at this moment. Literally. There is absolutely no separation. The experience you're going through and the experience I'm having at this moment. And the fact that we're here for each other means that we can both have it together. We can look at this little pod. Why specifically like this? Tight wounds, nice and close, and then in like a little brimmed wound. Yes, almost like a little top hat. Like if I could scale this thing up, it'd be like the sickest of crowns. The sickest of crowns. This piece has like a little halo. The sickest. Thank you, Mother Nature, for the inspiration. We can make a whole little, funky character about it. We can call him Scub Scoobius. Yes. Scub Scoobius, the king of Squabber. With all of his squibers. So we can put out. I would appreciate some discussion on the history of South Africa. Some. Just a little bit. Calamity Cook. Like, that's a very poignant username. Like, the history of South Africa isn't really inspiring. It's a bunch of, death and bloodshed. Of racist individuals, of daring individuals, of people that believe they're separate. And that is no longer the story that I want to live, and no longer the story that I choose to perpetuate. So there you go. There's a quick history of South Africa. Now we get to make new history. Thank you for making history with me. Restoration. I think I've been missing a few very beautiful. Yeah, great necklace. I think so as well. I'm definitely going to do Shannon, I always wear shoes during yoga because I have bunions on both feet. Do they help? Go? Like, do they have to be specific shoes as well? I understand. Mother Nature is beautiful. There she is. I love how seed pods are all different dependent on where they are on the planet, their environment, their needs, etc. It's almost like the fractal adapts to the fractal it's in. So windy. Just drank a liter of water. Good. I can see my daily challenge. Now you have to start drinking 2 liters. I drink at least 2 of these per day. At least. These are 2 liters a pop. Yeah, 2 liters a pop. 200 milliliters. It's good for you to drink. You'll never, be like, oh, Mel, I drank enough water and now I'm hydrated. Fuck. They'll be like, oh, are you okay? What is in your water? Way to go, Nova. Thank you for the encouragement. Shan, I hardly drink water beforehand. No, good, friend. Drink even more. Just feel a bit less tired, more energized. That's the start, friend. Your body is now literally going to rebuild your entire system based on the fact that you are properly hydrated. So you're only going to get more energized and less tired as you continue going on. It feels like my body is more whole somehow. Yes, literally. You are between 60 and 70% water. There we go. Shannon says the exact same thing. You need the water, friend. You are literally more whole for drinking more water. Sometimes we forget we are made of so much water. I'm sure your body appreciates and loves you for giving it the form of HCO. Yeah. Oh yeah. Have a great day, Miss Mouse. I have to go. Such a pleasure this morning, Miss Mouse. So much love to you, friend. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. I hope you're still. I don't know if you're still here to hear this, but so much love to you, friend. Have an amazing day. You make it sound so easy, which it is. I agree that starting is the hardest part of any journey. You've got this, friend. That's. It's just a matter of how much we believe it's worthy, right? And do you enjoy that? Do you enjoy being able to create things? And then if you answer yes, then it makes it a little bit easier. Hey, you're talking good. Yes, it is. I love that subreddit. I'm actually like to join as well. You can't stop talking about it. Yes, I'm going to right now. Get wrecked. I'm sorry, Calamity. I can do whatever I want to, dude. And unfortunately, I tend to be a little bit when it comes to expectations. You know, if an expectation of someone, of me, doesn't serve me or the person that's expecting it, then I'm not gonna deliver on the expectation. Take care, Miss Mouse. Thank you for the love again, Rambler. Yes, melt shoes help. Well-fitting athletic shoes, and I'm used to wearing them during yoga. How about that? Were you ever doing yoga without them? And I'm guessing you probably did because you've experienced the bunions. And the fact that you did means that you were willing to practice yoga without the shoes. It's just kind of trippy to me how it kind of like fits into today's topic. You know, the fact that shoes, actual shoes, came up for two of you friends in a topic that we talk about shoes. That is walking past. Drink water. That is original. Yes, Calamity. The most original. You know, I'm like super OG, smartest person in the whole universe. I tell people to drink water. I tell them to sleep enough. I'm coming out with like the biggest ideas in the space. Dude. Nobody knows these things. People don't know that they need to sleep. People don't, so I'm here to tell them. Dude, what do you want? Do you think you have said anything original in your entire life? People have said everything, we've done everything all the time, and we're gonna continue doing that. We get to grow and build on that. Brother Paul, Brother Paul, you're looking right by the way. Brother Paul, it's so nice to see you. What a blessing to have you here. I'm sorry for being spicy. I'm feeling a little bit spicy today. The hackers know they are separate, but the collective is true, and they believe it or not. Yeah. You know, the thing I'm thinking about is why is it we want them not to believe it? And I felt like maybe it's again a fear of being separate, by this person being you, believing they're separate from you, aka living in separation as you, and you can see them living in that separation as yourself, and you don't want to be them as you, separating them from yourself. I get what you're saying. I completely get what you're saying. Truth. It's difficult, friend. It's difficult because we want to experience unity, you know, and I feel like it's almost a drive for our current generation to realize that unity with one another. And unity, and like I mean the word melt more as well, melting into something can be this kind of feeling of losing your individuality. But unity in the way that we're going into the future isn't going to be you losing the self that you have as yourself. It is going to be losing the belief that this self is separate from all of the rest, all of the other selves. It's going to be a recognition that, oh, this selfness, this I am experiencing, is being experienced by the person right in front of me in the exact same depth, capacity that I'm experiencing it, and that there is no separation in that. That is unity. Because when you believe that about the person across from you, how do you hurt them, knowing that they are literally you? You see, that's what unity means. Not losing any of your individuality. I think even quite the contrary. Individuality is going to be even more beautiful within unity. Looking great. Wish more people would be as open and honest to themselves as you. More people probably are than we know. Truth. I just feel they might be guarding their focus. How are you, long jumping streak, Mr. 16-year-old? I've been thinking about you, little home. I've been hoping that the advice, the conversations that were shared were helpful and continues to benefit you. I like spicy milk. Just mild spice, you know. It's like you're, oh look, Melt is serving us loving meals. Starts eating the meal. You want my lunch? I'm like, sorry for the spice. My puppy Rosie is going through her first heat. She's wearing diapers in the house. It's adorable. Little wiggle butt. Oh, that's too cute. Thank you, Paul, for being so compassionate and understanding of her needs. How beautiful. You know, understanding of her needs and respectful of yours. What a crazy world we live in. Like imagine, oh goodness. I was just imagining a 18, you know, Paul. Like Paul's age, maybe even Paul's profession, lives Paul's life, has dogs. And then like the sheer contrast of then suddenly seeing as that version of himself through Paul's eyes, looking into his environment, seeing his dog with a diaper, and then clipping back into his normal universe and being like, what just happened? Oh, Paul, thank you for sharing that with us as well, friend. Love you so spicy mouth. Thank you, Whitney, for the love too, friend. I also like to ingest mind-altering substances. I also have visited some of the people in weird compounds. I'm happy that you're exploring the full depth of your experience, Calamity. Thank you. That is why I believe most ideologies like politics, race, and religion are used to bring separation. Divide and conquer, the oldest play in the book. I couldn't agree more. Truth is the lie. Like that is literally what it is to me. You know, fundamentally, it's this genuine attempt to keep people. So not only that, but there is this belief that people are fundamentally stupid things, and that they don't know jack shit, and that because of this, they need to be shown, or they need to be given the thing that needs to be done. You know, and that is what our dominator culture was built on for the longest time. The Bible, for example, was written for an illiterate, uneducated population. So they were literally told these stories and analogies to be taught certain lessons, certain understandings. And now we live in a world where almost every single person on the planet, within the next 20 years, every single person on the planet will have access to information, will have access to knowledge, will have access, we'll be able to read, for example. You know, we won't be the uneducated laymen's we used to be. And from that place, humanity is going to have to take a step into a matriarchal society, you know, compassion-based society, not dominator-based society. Instead of stepping on the ones underneath you, giving food to the ones smaller than you, you know, in the way a mother does. Imagine that. Goodness, if your mom just, you know, kicked you off if you tried to get food from her. Divide and conquer. It is the only reason I'm here is the Alex Jones world. Is the Alex Jones world. I am not surprised, Calamity. Truth is the light. Yeah. Calamity friend, you are not finding me at the best space to do what it is you're doing right now, unfortunately. You know, like usually I have a lot of patience, like a lot of patience. And I still do. I'm still practicing a lot of patience right now. But now you've just hit that threshold where you activated the fractal that was like, this is your last warning, beloved friend. We have a bunch of friends that have big ass man hammers. You know, they wield them like gods. And if they hit you with it, you disappear forever. And I want to see you again, Calamity, when you need to chillax. pull from your depth yourself. Not some boisterousness, not some jokes, but your depth. I'm so sorry, I didn't plan to walk into this conversation. When I was 18, I don't think I'd make it to 30, let alone my 40s. Life is good, man. I don't take things for granted. At least I try to remind myself not to. What a beautiful thing that is to be reminded of. Oh, thank you for that, friend. Don't take things for granted. It's getting cold. Be grateful for your pets, for your parents, for your loved ones, for your plants, for the sun that's setting, for your dad. Be grateful. Don't take it for granted, friends. Thank you, Paul, for reminding me of that as well. All this heat, you gotta burn your meal. Yeah, there we go. I'm happy I'm not the only one in this space. Gotta love the genuineness and our level of kindness towards Calamity, who is an oblivious straw. Exactly. And now we're like, like I'm almost like seeing it as like some sort of like anime scene where there is this looming Uber Chad 5000 anime character, that is like known for insta killing everything it touches, for example. And then this Calamity being like, and then this character is just like getting closer and you feel the tension ripping through the air. I love the quote that God is a woman and she is black. It's a beautiful one, friend. I feel God is, on the most fundamental level, beyond religion, beyond gender, beyond identification, beyond human conception, even. It just is. It's that isness, that beingness within the center of everything. This space. Gotta love the children. So much love to you, Joy V. Thank you for being here with us for it. Can never be. The truth is forever. Love is the truth. The truth is forever. Light is the truth. There will always be light. Like I think about the heat death of the universe a lot, weirdly enough. But even with the heat death of the universe, what I've experienced more light outside of this universe than inside of this universe. Let me say it that way. Light is truth. I believe it. You don't have to worry. The negative spicy side of infinity. Yeah, and I'm here for it, Calamity. I'm here for the negative spicy side of infinity. That's why I'm allowing it. Calamity is experiencing the negative spicy side of infinity, so be it. Yeah, like I'm here for it. I don't want to tell myself I'm separate from you. But if you're behaving in a way where I want to be separate from you, now you're causing separation within me. So by me removing you, technically causing an actual separation, now I no longer have to feel like I'm separate from you because I know I'm not. It's paradoxical. I know, but I want you to be here. You understand what I'm saying? But I want you to be here from a place of respect. You can challenge me like every day. Challenge me, please. Even challenge me, but do so out of respect. Like I respect you too. To not just ban you because you're being spicy. That's respect for one another, friend. Which novels you're reading? I don't read novellas. I don't read too many novellas myself. I have to get going. Love you, Paul. It was a pleasure to see you again. I hope you have a fantastic day, friend. Thank you for streaming. Thank you, Paul. Tune again, friend. It's always a pleasure. Removing me is hilarious. I'm pretty sure it would be for you, friend. That's the joke as well. Like it's you. You believe you're separate, right? Like on a fundamental level, you do believe you're separate. So us separating you is like you finding the answer that you're looking for within the universe. And that's the joke. That's literally the joke we're living in right now. All of us here try to find love as the answer, as the truth within the universe, and you're trying to find the opposite. And even though you're trying to find the opposite, we're still giving you love. You know? So if you keep asking us to give you the opposite, and we eventually do, you'll take that as your truth because you want to believe it. Instead of believing love is the truth, which was, 95, 99% of the actual information you experienced. And you might be even oblivious to the words I'm saying right now. You might not even be able to hear me. And I understand that too. Huh? Yeah, you can have all my love. And friend, I am you, Calamity. I don't need your love. You loving yourself, loving your life is all your love. For me, there's no separation, dude. There's no separation whatsoever. You haven't answered anything. You haven't asked me anything, Calamity. I had a letter. That's where you go. I told you I don't read novels, right? And you've said things like, never can be negative spice of infinity, not a question. Calamity, I'm so sorry. Confrontation, not a question. Truth is the light, not a question. No, sir, not a question. You see, so, like, if you ask me a question, I can help you by answering you. DM if you want to talk. Thank you, friend, for extending the invitation. To be fair, I think most of us could use a Snickers. I could use a Snickers right now. I haven't had a Snickers in forever. Learn from most people to think differently. Bless you, baby. Haven't answered of find yourself. Good job setting boundaries, Mel. Thank you, Rambler. I feel it's important for us to, and I feel like we're not pretentious. We're not pretentious. I feel like that's something that I really value about this community, is that we don't pretend to be something we're not. Like we're like kind of real about it usually. Like we're just like, yeah, this is how it is. So this is freaking how it is. Right now, this is how it is. Now I have a spicy rear end, and I still feel the love. Yeah, God, exactly, because that's what we believe. That's what we came here to believe. And no matter what we experience, we can find that truth from that. Because we're the ones extrapolating information. Listen to what he's saying. It's all positive. Some people can benefit from hearing some positivity. Love you all. Thank you for the day. Like the fact that you're saying that, of all people, brings me even more joy than I can say. If this has been an unfair platform in any way, I will have a discussion with you. Calamity Cook. I am very busy, friend. Very busy. And my time is valuable. And I like to give my time to those that understand how valuable the time we have is. Let me say it that way. Drew, this is possibly the most fair as we see each other for who we truly are. There we go. Exactly. Exactly, Brother Bear. Me too. I had Chipotle last night. That sounds nice, actually. Oh, goodness. You're so clever, Jovi. Thank you for sharing that, friend. Resonation. I'm Chilean, born in Australia. How melt? How do you do it with 1 liter? I pee so much. My bladder okay. I mean, I pee like 8 times a day or something, and my pee is very clear. But I like it that way. I just say sounds weird when I say it that way. Damn it! I like drinking a lot of water. My brain feels like it's not dying when I drink a lot of water. The wind is intense, man. That's a part of me. At some point, melt's going to get swept up and fly away. I'm actually seeing a bird in my mind's eye as well. If Mel sparked a joint, that joint would be gone in a minute. That would be crazy, dude. I don't know if the wind is that strong, but thank you for that imagery. Look at that mountain in the background. So nice. Thank you for joining us, friend. I mean, let's be real. People forget to drink water all the time. Like, heat stroke is a thing. Nice to remind our homies to hydrate. Exactly. Never going to be a bad thing to remind our homies to hydrate. Legs joining us as well. Hey, mate. Doing a little better today than yesterday. I find love is the answer, but it is really, I don't think that we use love to fill a void, make us feel whole, we want the validation or something from someone, and we try to search for a lover. Nova, that's the thing, dude. Love is not outside of you. All of the love you've experienced in this space has been in you this whole time. Because if you're not here in this space right now, you cannot elicit the experience of love from this space right now. And you can be like, oh, the space. No. you. You can have that same depth of love sitting watching a sunset, sitting watching your puppy chew on a bone, sitting watering your plants, whatever. Like, there is so much depth in love for yourself, for your experience, outside of having a lover. And when you get to the point where you can have that love for yourself, it's not you trying to fill a void, it's you being full from yourself. It's almost sounds pompous in that way, but that's the way it is. Heat stroke is a thing, especially in Australia. Yes, it is. I'm quite exhausted, couldn't sleep very well last night. Other than that, I'm all right, Shannon. I'm happy you're okay, Lane. Get some rest today. It is Monday. Do you have a busy day today? I've suffered from heat stroke in desert environments a few times, Nova. Certainly not fun. Quite scary. You can die. I'm happy that you're still okay. Who needs tears? Needing 2 bags of IV fluid is not a good time. Goodness. At least we have tech like that. Again, previously people would just die. People would just be like, oh well, I guess this person's right. Yeah, we gotta think the answers from within and not someone else. A lot of people think marriage will solve their problems. Heat stroke is a scary thought. Stay hydrated, Nova. Drink water. Polly Sprockets! Thank you for the helpful friend. You're helpful too. Thank you for the heart for me. This is possibly the most fair. To me, I think I am setting up the street today. Happy you're done. Red liquor, thank you, friend. I'm going to be lighting this bonfire as the sun sets. Okay, now I have to go. Love you, Paul. Have you ever tried dimethyltryptamine? Yes. Truth is the light. I've had 4 total experiences of DMT. Right? Yeah. Can we say what me said here? Yeah, you can go. I've had 4 experiences of DMT. One was in 2018. 2018, yep. No. 2019. At the beginning of the year, where me and a bunch of friends went to this little riverbed, and then we smoked DMT together. I mean, I smoked first and then they smoked after me, but we smoked DMT together, and that was a beautiful time. And I realized that I'm not separate. That was the first realization. The first thing that I said to my friend is I looked him straight in the eyes and I told him the same molecules that make up you used to make up me once upon a time, And he looks back at me and he says, you. And I'm like, no, Andrea, don't make it weird. I love him so much. And then later that afternoon, I smoked a little bit more. That time I noticed duality, and I taught myself how to defocus in a way where my environment becomes my trip. And then I went to China for a year and a half, and then I was home for another year, and then last year on the 1st of November, so 1/11/21, I smoked DMT with 2 of my homies at the coffee at midnight after taking like a month off, not smoking weed, not either, right? Yeah, not doing anything, no substances. Smoked DMT then was a beautiful experience where it showed me again the importance of sharing love with everything, literally everything, even the bugs. Even the bugs deserve love. And then on the 22nd of February 2022 at 22 minutes, 22 seconds, 22 minutes, 22, 22 seconds and 22 minutes past 10. So 22, 22. 22 on 22 to 22. I had another experience, and with that one, as I inhaled the full dose, I sat with it, and as I was going kind of like back to close my eyes, the first thing that came to my mind is heal my brain, heal my brain. And as soon as I said those words, it almost felt like as I was like going into the space, I got drawn back out of the space, and I opened my eyes, and I had my eyes open for the whole trip. Pippi came and laid with me during the trip, and I had this deep recognition with my eyes open going through this DMT trip that, oh, I just smoked DMT, and on a very visceral, fundamental level, I'm opening my eyes to be here in this experience. And as I was coming down from the experience and kind of spending some time at the afterglow, I really had this deep and resolute understanding that I'm supposed to be here, that my work is here right now, that I can go into these realms of spirit, but that's not where my energy is required at this point in our time. And I kind of made the decision that I don't think I'm going to be smoking DMT for the next decade. I think maybe I'll smoke DMT again when I'm 33, but I don't know if I'll pick those again. Thank you, Truth, for asking, friend. Not to be confused with being selfish. To love yourself wholeheartedly is to love your whole experience and everything in that experience. To realize that love in your experience does originate from you outward. It doesn't need to be required from outward to come into you. I can't wait, Ray. He said you killed me. Yeah, dude. But he's an asexual individual, so he's just like the most creative when it comes to the way he expresses himself. He doesn't care. He doesn't care, but he does care. But he cares that you think he doesn't care. You know? Like one of those other people. I love him for it. So that's his fractal. But yeah, the same molecules that used to be in me make up you. like that. Yikes! Needed to hear that, reminding not to shy away from what we feel about unpleasant parts of the experience. Reminding me not to act on the emotions I feel, but at least to recognize and understand. Thank you, Julie. I feel that's right. He's over. He's beginning. So much love to you, Jovan. Thank you for trying to recognize and understand. So many of us believe there's nothing to recognize or understand anymore. It's 11 degrees. It's feeling pretty chilly here too. Doesn't DMT last a few minutes? Yeah. It's like 5-10 minutes max. And then you're back. Cute doggo. She's the cutest. Strokes the foot. Dang up. 101 degrees, please. Please stay outside of the outside, friend. Please keep yourself hydrated. Maybe your body is getting used to the change of shan, regardless of something. Your restful vibes for the week. Sending you restful vibes for the weeks. Thank you so much. Let's pull a card. I've been holding this deck of cards like a. I've been clutching my deck of cards like a babe to my chest. Setting it up. I got 2 polls to draw today. Red clicker. For poll 1, I vote option 2. For poll 2, I vote option 1. I want to be there, but I don't know if I will be. We have like a whole dinner party planned with the family tonight. We're gonna do like a spread with some cheeses and stuff. My mom is like, we don't do things together anymore, so we're gonna do things together tonight. Well, where could you even go in all that heat? Close to a fan, into water. Underneath the shower is where you go. Seems like it would be so hot everywhere, no matter where you go. That's the way it is, dude. That's like the heat in South Africa as well. You're doing amazing. You're doing amazing too, God. I hope you know that. I feel that some see their emotions control them, even though that is a part of their experience. Emotions are just as much you as everything else. It's not separate. It's not separate, but it isn't you, right? Like in the same way that this body isn't you, right? Like you're everything. This is but an expression, a part, as you mentioned, a part of you. Like you cannot look at your hand and be like, oh, if I do not have this hand, I'm not gonna be me anymore. Because if you lose said hand, you still very much are going to be you. In the same way, the universe and your emotions. It's getting cold. Just learned thousands of the native Australian trees have DMT in them. Yes, Nova. Acacia trees, dude. It's everywhere, man. The universe wants you to find it. Setting the rest well. Could probably do DMT, I guess. I mean, I don't recommend it. Unironically, Nova, I don't recommend it. You're doing good. Do you have any electric poles you can take a picture of and I'll draw it, Mel? Yes. I do have an electric pole. I can take a picture of. Maybe I will. Maybe I will, Red. I don't know if it's the most beautiful scene though. Like it's not one of those. I think kind of feel like what you're trying to get at. Thank you though for the ask, Red. I appreciate that. Experience life fully, friend. God bless. Thank you, Truth, for that love. I'm slaying it. Yeah, you are. Y'all are beautiful. Y'all are beautiful. Chauvin, we are but mirrors to the beauty that is within you. This one? Whoa! This is trippy. No. This is, man. I've been thinking about Maxine the whole stream. She's not here today, unfortunately. I see. But we pulled this card yesterday, and I was joking with Maxine about it being a tiger. Your sacred garden may be very different, yet it also holds the attributes of safety and protection. How crazy. I don't think I've done that before. I shuffled the deck like 6 times as well. The odds of pulling the same card after shuffling. Oh goodness. Universe creating odds, literally. Seek. I'm gonna go and get some pyromania equipment or something. I don't know how to words, but I'm gonna light this thing. It's like nature wanted us to. Probably could, yeah, I guess. I mean, yes. Not only does nature want you to, but nature already does produce it within you, Nova. All you have to do to feel your own DMT is just breathe. Breathe a lot. You will feel your own stuff, dude. Get high on your own supply, as they say. Oh yeah. Skibbity bar.
That ought to do it. Little by little. How does a movie stream work? I want to stream the movie Prey. I have Hulu. We need to do a movie stream. Prey. Prey, the new uh the new Alien movie, like Predator movie, right? I believe. I think it's like set in ancient times or something. Like I think I like vaguely remember watching the trailer. Sounds flipping cool actually, Red. High on life, this is the way. Truth. Beansy is sleeping in because she was till midnight painting her little heart out, of course. Thank you, God, for letting me know that as well. I've been thinking about her. So much love for her. Thank you for letting me know, genuinely. Bless everyone watching this beautiful moment. Thank you for being here with me. Do you want to get me do you want me to get you closer to the fire? I wanted to dance in this little area. You know, I think maybe we will. Then I'll bring you closer to the fire or something. Yash! We're making a bonfire, dude. We promised on the 6th or the 5th, I think, that we'll make a bonfire for the 8th. Oh, excuse me. The 8th of August, 2022. It's infinity day to me, dude. Thank you for joining us for it, brother, man. It's nice to have you. I wanted us to funny, get high on your own supply. Literally, dude, your body produces it. You don't have to smoke DMT outside of your body, especially if you haven't done it through breath work first. Like, do it with breath work, and then after you get good at that, maybe then consider smoking it. But only after you have tried yourself. Thank you again, Truth, for the love, friend. Ooh. Yes. Unfortunately, I think it's Family Guy. Is it Family Guy? Might have been Family Guy. I think it was Stewie specifically that ruined fire for me forever, where he lights a lighter and he's like, yes, soon, my little pet, soon I will feed you the world. Now every single time I light a fire, that imagery comes back to my mind. So I'm like, yes, soon. Gonna be a big flame. It is. It's starting to light up. Yes. Eat that wood fire. Ooh. I think I'm gonna give you a better angle though. The wind is kind of pushing the fire, like it's still windy. It's pushing the fire kind of to the side. Enjoy the fire, all you wonderful, beautiful, jiggy fractals. Much love to you too, Rambler. What a pleasure having you here today, friend. I look forward to seeing you again soon. The RPAN streaming should close up, should be a close up of the fire. I mean, unfortunately, both streams are attached to the same stick. Yeah, I could carry one of them in my hand, which could work, but good job, Fire. Thank you, Mixed to Death. It's nice to have you here, friend. Fire dance. Hmm. So primal. We'll still do the fire dance, I think. I'll probably just do a little bit to the side. Freaking love you, Joe. Pretty flame. Yeah. The wind is like really pushing it to the side though. Oh goodness. Huh? Wel, hy is so aan die gang met die wind. Stoot hom kant toe. Hierdie ding is warm nog gaan raak. Yeah, that thing looks lively, huh? That looks very lively. The wind is definitely helping. It's helping in the wrong direction though. If it could just eat that way, surely things would be better, but expectation. I'm sorry, Wind. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Wind. You're doing great, exactly the way you are. I promise. It's literally alive. That thing is alive, yeah. That fire crackled up. I'm so happy you can hear it. Angle is perfect. I feel the warmth through my screen. Yes. I'm so happy to hear that. You do read two streams at once, Melt? How do you? I'm trying, no, but that's how I do it. I'm trying. Pretty flame, pretty sky, pretty nature. It's a good scene. Yes, I feel good for it. I haven't made a fire in a while, actually. This is novelty to me too. Hmm. Little cookies. Angry wind. You could almost hear it apart. The wind was not happy about that comment. Yeah, all my expectations, the wind was like, the wind says. It's beautiful. I'm so happy to be joining you right in this moment, sharing this experience. want to experience. Flames gets lively. So nice and warm as well, actually. Office drummer style. The fire, oh, the fire's in the chat. Of course, actual fire's in the chat. Man, it's tripping out for a second even. Is the weather cool? It is mixed to death. Like the fire is actually nice right now. Like the heat is kind of appreciated. Don't have to have to go and get a blanket because I have fire. Yeah, fire. When you put on your music and have your one person rave for us, does your family think you're an insane person? They they just think I'm different. Is what they say. They're like, yeah, he's just different. That's literally what they say. Joy V. They don't think I'm. I don't know if they think I'm weird. Maybe a little bit, but I'm just who I am to them apparently. Thank you for asking though. I wish they would dance with me. For some reason, there's a bruise on my neck, and I don't know how I got it there. You must be getting hickied by that lady that is haunting your dreams, dude. I hope they mean it. I hope they mean it in a good way. I hope so as well. I do believe so. Hallo, die mense vra, wat dink julle as ek net randomly begin dans? Dat is ek vir ook gesê. He's like, they already know I'm crazy. So to them, it's not too strange. It's just like, oh yeah, it's just crazy melt stuff. My gosh, I'll be dance rondom die vuur, maar. Wat say? Wat denk je daarvan? Peppy is also terrorizing my hands right now. Ben je al een beetje ouder gevoel voor?
Ja.
Ik met die wind het soms een beetje rustiger geraak ook. Was je altijd net een kant te geweest. I'm gonna get my speaker quickly and then I'm back. Nee, actually, Uncle Becky maak groter vuur as die, hoor. Ja. Uncle Becky maak soos hy kry hout by ander mense, dan maak hy soos letterlik berge hout bonfires. Dis like hulle voel dit letterlik van so 100 meter af die bonfire. It's crazy stuff. You get to see the bro as well, little bro, I believe. I mean, he's big now, but yeah, he's my little bro. So you will rave and dance around the fire. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Feel like a chant. Would have a blast dancing like a goof. I feel like Shante. I think so too. Shante would. I think all of my family would enjoy dancing. They just haven't taken drugs yet, so I'm like desperately trying them to to get them to. Do you feel that Mel's uncle? It's my brother, brother Bay. It seems like it. I think it's my brother in first person view of Mel's perspective. This is what I see, dude. Weird is unique. Unique is beauty. I love that too. Thank you so much, Truth. Much love to the fam and to you too. A new person. Who's that man with the lovely legs? That is Ruda. That is my brother Ruda. He's playing with Pippi. It's a good. The problem is, oh, okay, so it did connect. Prepare yourselves. Maxine! Maxine is here! Maxine! Man, it's so nice to see you, friend. I've been thinking about you the whole stream and sending you so much love. We pulled the same card we did yesterday, but upside down today. After I shoveled my deck like 6 times as well. It was kind of trippy. Instantly thought about you again. So much love to you. I'm trying to play some music. It connected to something. It connected to my main phone. I think I'm going to quickly close the YouTube stream down and then I'll be back because I want to keep both up. Reconnected. We're live again. Oh no, we're back. We're gonna play some music. Dance a little bit. Just roll out of bed. Maxine, I knew you were. I'm happy that you slept in a little bit. You got some extra rest. Yeah. Yeah, Spotify. Truth is the light. I don't have Spotify. I use SoundCloud. But on my SoundCloud, on my link tree, on my profile, you can find my SoundCloud. Kinko too. Kinko, it's you. So much love to you, Brian. Thank you for joining us. Dogo dance. Dogo was dancing too. Love it. Let's keep motivating. I totally think love. That's all I hope for, friend. Honestly, just love. Thank you, Jeremiah.
Yeah, now we see. Now what you gonna do? Funky. What the fuck?
When I am on strut, I tell my family as well. Say they're a hippie out. I guess so. Hippie to me means highly intellectual person with inner enlightenment. And I'm so red. It's like the residual red light coming out of me. It's actually down to that. A little bit skew, but it is what it is. Look at you, looking at that sunset. Joy. Thank you. I'm having a good time. I'm wrecked though. That's like, melt you away. Yeah, literally on all levels. Yes, Nova, I feel the sun, it's gorgeous. One more moment of the beautiful sun's light. Look at that. Oh my. Whew. Shooting with the fire for a moment. Whew. Yeah. Ooh. We did it. We lit a fire. We danced the dance. We shared some vibes. Go to bed. Go to bed, Nova. Sleep tight. Look at those beautiful sparks. Isn't that something? I'll get it though. Like more. Mary Juana. King Co.
Marijuana is a beautiful plant. Take care of her, and she'll take care of you. Take care of yourself, and you'll be taken care of. Love you. Have a good day. Cheers, cheers.